Well, first fall project of the season. We're going to be installing a water bowl. Well, good morning everyone. Getting to be the end of September, and all projects have got to be done before winter. Bought this water bowl about 3 or 4 years ago. Never got around to getting it set up. It's one of that's, I guess it's an Enduraplast. And this is at my place, by the way. If you can see the sun there at the house. Our water site is here where the well is. There's the pump house. Right there. We have a line that's trenched from here through this, well, past this fence all the way to the house. That way, I think basically straight through here. And then we have another line that comes from the pump house also, comes through here, and I believe it comes around here to a hydrant right here. And what we use this hydrant for, for those of you that don't know or new to the channel, we bring 100 pairs here in the spring, and they go out there. There's about 30 acres there. Get them out of the yard and get them spread out a little bit. So from about the end of April on, 1st of May on, there's 100 pairs here, and we have a trough set up here, and then use a float and just leave the thing on. But there's times I've been wanting to get a water bowl set up here for a while. Well, basically since we set all this yard up here 10 years ago, but I just thought we'd start with a hydrant and see how we progress. But kind of like to have a water bowl sitting maybe about here, and then have it heated, and in case, like, Sherry keeps her pony here for the winter, and it was a bit of a pain in the butt turning that thing on off and on, and last winter it froze up on us. We're thinking the pee hole down at the bottom is probably plugged, so it's not draining down. So there was a tap inside the pump house, so I was pulling water out of there, pulling the hose in and out. That was getting to be a pain in the butt. And I was thinking, if we did keep some, say if we fed cattle in that field for part of the winter, they can maybe come up to here for insulated heated water bowl instead of going all the way around, because our winter watering site, our solar site, is about a quarter of a mile west, so they would have to go all the way around to the winter water site. So I don't know. I bought that water bowl from a neighbor's actually. He went to a bigger water bowl because that one wasn't standing up to the numbers of cattle he had, so he sold it. So I purchased it, and we're going to set it up in here somewhere, like I said. And we'll probably still have the trough there. What I'm going to do here also is probably move all these railway ties, and because that's all dug out, and these cement blocks and that. Maybe tear all this out too while we're at it, and maybe put a couple of I got a couple of rig mats here still kicking around, so I might put that in there and still have the trough for, say, at AI time and whatnot, because we also AI cows here and pasture some cattle here for a while. So it'd be kind of nice to have a little extra trough space and water bowl space. And so yeah, that's the plan of attack here for today. We got KDE drilling coming in. he's got a little mini hoe and he's got 2 guys that help him out. I was going to have to get a trencher and this and that, and he's got a little mini hoe that can trench. I'll be the water line. I'm going to trench it from probably here somewhere where the hydrant is. We'll tee off from there to where approximately where we're going to put our water bowl. And then he's also got to trench in a power. So that's what we're doing. So we're just getting set up for that. Probably have to take this panel out, which is easily done. It's just a couple of pins and it just pops off. So there's the plan for today. Forgot to mention, I'm gonna buy there's a guy at Cromer there that sells cement pads with protection guard around for the water bowl. Well, I don't have that yet. They haven't got it made yet. So today all we're going to be doing is probably trenching in the power, trenching in the line, and maybe putting the riser pipe so where the water bowl is set. So I guess that's today's plan of action, because we won't get everything done today. Well, it's the next morning, and I didn't do much any filming yesterday because I had to do some running around, and I was just letting these boys do their work. And so yeah, I don't know if I explained this earlier. The line for this hydrant comes from that pump house over there, comes up the hill to about well, I know the line for the house comes through this panel here, straight across through those trees to the house. And then the second line for the hydrant comes up the same way, but then makes a curve here, kind of over that hoe, into the hydrant. So we were digging the trench yesterday, and as you can see, it looks like a bomb blew off in here. But in this sandy soil, as you can see, it's pure sand. There's no clay, no rocks. But you got to dig it very wide because the trench falls in all the time. And as even there, it looks like there's another chunk that could fall in. And even a big chunk fell here yesterday too. Because even yours truly here, I was putting the ladder in yesterday so the guy could go down to check to see if because that's about 10 feet deep, that hydrant. And as I was kind of on the edge, I was putting the ladder in, all of a sudden the ground gave way. I went nose diving down, head first, and kind of landed on my head, and well, I'm still standing. As you can see, neck is good, shoulder's good. It's a little sore, but oh well, I'll live. They were worried that it was a bit of a shit show, but I was okay. So of course we were awful careful after that, and so that's why we had to widen it out so wide. In fact, my fence there that was protecting the hydrant, it fell in. So we peeled that away. I'm going to make something a little different there anyways. I peeled that away with the 44. Got it laying over there. We were having trouble with that hydrant freezing. So while they had it out, there's a pee hole at the bottom that's supposed to drain, but it was plugged with iron, manganese, I guess, or whatever. And I lost my train of thought. Okay, yeah, they reamed that out, and so the line, just to say it again, comes into here, went straight to the thing. So what they've done is teed off about there, so that goes to that. The other line will be coming this way to this riser pipe. And then up there, and there's the water bowl, and the pad's going to sit here. So now, I don't know if they're coming today because this is Saturday. Now they're trenching the line 3 feet deep. Power line, pardon me, to the pump house. What else could I say here? Dougie Doug's got... So yeah, we've moved a fair bit of real estate here. But that has to be when you're dealing with this stuff. Well, it's a little bit later in the morning, and we got the trench dug now with 3 feet for the power and the ground cable. Even caved in one spot over there too. Surprising. So now we're getting the wiring put into this hose to go inside the pump house. Well, we got her done. Between the hoe and the 44 here, we tag team here, gets just pushing the dirt in without nose diving into the hole. And Kelvin had pushed that back in. So now we got everything in place for when I go get my pad. That's the next step of attack. So I guess on that note, oh yeah, I gotta do some leveling there obviously after. Kick the land leveler in there, and I think while I'm at it, I may as well level off my spot here. Here, I'll show you. This is where we had the trough before. I want to level this off too, and I'm going to put rig mats there to put the trough on. So I'm going to try that idea. So we'll have cement for here, rig mats for there. So a good comparison. So yeah, just a little tidying up with the land leveler, and that part of this situation's done. You can come back whenever you get a chance, put the water bowl on, wire it, plumb it in. So on that note, like, comment, subscribe, and